Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to BucosLocker with your host Isaiah, coming to you again. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share all the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify all new videos. Shouts out to all the Pirates and Sea Bandits. Yes, indeed, y'all are here with me. Thank you for supporting the channel and sticking by me for the last several years, 6 years. Yeah, 2022. So yeah, I started what, 16. So yeah, last 6 years. So I appreciate all the support. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the super chats, the super thanks. Um, so yeah, I told y'all, man. Fresh week. I told y'all Saturday I'll be dropping a couple videos this week. Um, we got the mini camp starting tomorrow, mandatory mini camp. So I'll be, stay tuned on that. How's everybody doing today? What's up, Derek? Damien, what's good with you, man? I'm chilling, man. Had a good workout today. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful day outside. Hopefully everybody is, feeling good and healthy. What's up, Brent? So today's discussion, we're gonna talk about so I was reading the article, I forgot. It wasn't the Pewter Report. Shouts out to the Pewter Report. It was one of them other books websites. They were talking about the Bucs salary cap situation, and I should have referenced the website, but I told y'all to head over there and go read it. So I just clicked on it, and I got the gist of the whole article. It was basically the premise of the article. What up, Neil? The premise of the article was basically where do the Bucs stand on the salary cap situation, and come to find out, we're under the cap, obviously. And the meat and potatoes of it was, what else the Bucs can do, pretty much, right? What up, John? And the Bucs are sitting a little over $10 million under the cap. So, and one of the key things that the article talked about, I forgot that website. One of the key things that the article talked about was the Bucs have enough money to sign the rookie class and the possible return of Gronkowski and maybe a couple of onesie twosie, depth pieces, whether it's on the D line, specifically outside edge rusher. Can't sign anybody really big, so no Trey Flowers, nothing like that. Can't sign like a established mid-level outside presence, which will help the team. To be honest with you, I told y'all that. We got big guys, but I would like to see some more speed on the edge. I know we got Tryon, we got Shaq Barrett, but I wish the Bucs would have been able to get another mid-level guy. I mean, Hakeem Hicks is fine, but he's more of an interior guy. He's not an outside linebacker. What, like I said, no big deal. What, not a really big deal, but it would have been nice if the Bucs would have been able to squeeze a late 20s, 20-year-old guy, late 20-year-old guy, early 30s maybe, that can help the outside pass rush. Because Anthony Nelson is solid, but he's a poor man's Carl Nassib. Let's keep it real, right? He's not a Trey Hendricks, right? So can't give him that, but he's developed okay so far, right? But and we got the big guys. We got William Golson, we got Logan Hall, we got Nacho, we got Dietrich Sinat. You know what I'm saying? We got big guys. Vita, you know what I'm saying? Hakeem Hicks. We got some huge guys up front to stop the run. We need some more of that outside pass rush. But we have enough money to sign the rookie class. And Luke Gadecki was signed. So shouts out to Luke Gadecki. He did sign his contract, I think it was today. So that's one rookie down. It shouldn't take long to sign Logan Hall because he was a second round pick, top of the second round pick. So they have a slot for that. That shouldn't be easy. That shouldn't be hard to do in the next. I think he'll probably be signed by this week. What up, Tawan? Hopefully he's signed by this week, and the rest of the rookie class shouldn't be. It shouldn't take long to sign these guys because we didn't have a first round pick. First round picks usually take a little minute, but Logan Hall was top of the second round, so he has no guaranteed contract, no fifth year option. So it's straight up 4 years. What's up, Tawan? A straight up 4 year contract. Remember, if you're not a first round pick, you don't get a fifth year option. So the Bucs ain't got to worry about. So these guys, this rookie class, gonna have to develop like pretty good because this rookie class is a vital piece of the future, right? Especially Logan Hall and Luka Decky and Rachaad White. Those three picks right there must develop. And I mean, they need to be at least mid-level by the time their fourth year hit. By the time by the time year 3 hit, those guys need to be like, all right, they good. They starters, right? 3 years from now, Ledecky, Logan Hall, and Rachaad White, and maybe McCullough, the cornerback, but the first 3 picks, the 2 second round picks and the 3rd round pick, they need to be productive by year 3. So year 1 is pretty much the rookie year. They're trying to get a feel. Year 2, you want to see you want to see that jump. And by year 3, we should look back on this draft class in 2025 or 2024, right? 2024, we should look back at the draft class, right? 2022, 2023. So when 3rd year hit, we should be like, at the end of the 3rd year, 2024, we should be like, that was good. You know what I'm saying? Those 3 guys are solid. At a minimum, all 3 of them are solid, right? Maybe one of those guys become upper echelon, top 10 at his position, whether it's Rachaad White at running back or, Logan Hall at D-line or Luka Decky as a guard. One of those 3 guys got to become a top 10 guy for this to kind of like justify. All 3 of them can't be misses, right? That would be a disaster, right? Because you go back and look at the 2020 draft class with Winfield and Tristian Wrifs, they kind of came right in and they hit the ground and running. So you know what I'm saying? They hit the ground and we got 2 Pro Bowl players in the 2020 draft class, and in the 2021, that was a little setback. A little setback right there. You know what I'm saying? That class hasn't developed more quickly, right? Because Kyle Trask, that was the jewel, that was the piece right there, right? Kyle Trask, 2nd round pick, right? That's the quarterback of the future, supposedly. So we gotta stay tuned for that particular pick because that's highlighted. So still waiting on the 2021 draft class to kind of show us something a little bit more in this year. So we don't have to worry about Kyle Trask, but the rest of those guys need to definitely step up and take it up a notch. And then you got this year's draft class. So the last 3, you hear me, last 3 draft classes are very vital. 2020, 2021, and 2022. They're the future. Because there's going to be some guys getting older, guys moving on, Gronkowski, Brady, Hakeem Hicks is not a long-term, situation, you know what I'm saying? So William Golson, 10th year now, so we need Logan Hall to really step up. We good at Winfield and Tristian Wrifs. They're gonna demand big contracts. Well, Winfield is a 2nd round pick, so he doesn't get a 5th year option. So we're gonna have to sign him, extension after this season. So Winfield was drafted in 2020, 2021, 2022. So at next offseason, in 2023 offseason, be looking forward for that extension for Winfield Jr. Because year 4, they can let it play out, but year 4, you know what I'm saying? And if he has another good year this year, you got to sign him long term. You got to give him an extension. Year 3, he becomes an all pro. He gets 4 or 5 picks, a lot of tackles, some forced fumbles, fumble recoveries, coverage really good, run stop really good. 2023, you got to kick him that contract. You know what I'm saying? or you wait till 2024 offseason to give Antoine Winfield a big contract. And don't forget the Bucs is kicking the can down the road. There is some dead money sitting out there. There is some money that the Bucs will be paying for the next couple of years, so that's going to affect the cap as well. And they can stretch it out as long as they can, but remember, kicking the can down the road doesn't mean a pay cut. They still got to pay that price. The Saints doing it too. Other teams are doing it as well. And then you got Tristian Wars. And I'll tie it back into the 2022 situation as far as signing the rookies and Gronkowski. But Tristian Wars, he has a fifth-year option. Now, that's a tricky one because he's going into year 3. So if he plays again top 5 right tackle, top 10 tackle, period. That's right and left tackle. But top 5 right tackle, right? Another year of that. So, that's 2 consecutive years of high-level play. So what do you do if you're the Bucs in 2023 offseason with Winfield and Tristian Wars, right? Do you go ahead and give them extensions in year 3? Or do you wait till year 4 for Tristian Wars and then you pick up his 5th-year option and you give Winfield the contract? I see it like this. If you can get Winfield Jr. under contract in 2023, you can basically hold off on the Tristian Wars contract for 2 years. 2024, that's his 4th year. Or 2024 will be his 4th year, and then 2025, you pick up the 5th-year option. If my math serves me correctly, 2022, 2023, that'll be his end of his 3rd year, going to his 4th year. So you can hold off on that. And then you got, there's other guys too, Carl Davis, Devin White. So the Bucs gonna have a lot of things as far as the young players coming up on their, extensions in the next couple years. So tying it back into this season, the Bucs barely make the cut. And people think, $10 million is a lot of money. But when it comes to making roster moves, it's very limited. So the Bucs really can only do a rookie class, and they got enough money for Gronk. So the rookie class takes up, and a good thing about not having a first round pick is that's not going to take up all $10 million. If you add up the 2 second rounds, the 2 second rounds, the 3rd round, and the 5th round, a couple of guys, that's not going to take up $10 million. I don't know the exact math on that. What up, King Cook? I think it might take up $4 million to sign the draft class this season because there's no first round pick. So that was a good thing for the Bucs not to have a first round pick, and I think the Bucs knew that too. I think that factored in. Now that I go back and look at it, I think that factored in why the Bucs didn't make the pick in the first round. They had to think of, maybe we can still get our guy at the top of the 2nd, but also the ramifications of paying a first round pick, guaranteed money. So Jason Light and John Spike was smart on that, and I know a lot of us kind of reacted kind of early, but now that when you step back and look at the salary cap situation right now, a little over $10 million, that's enough to sign the rookie, easily enough to sign the rookie draft class. And if Gronk want to come back, which more than likely will, we just don't want to participate right now. You can give Gronk, $6-7 million, and then of course they're gonna do some void years with that. It'll be a 1-year deal. I'm just taking a guess, 1-year deal, and maybe add some void years after that. Maybe two void years after that, which means you got to give him the guarantee money, and then you take the rest of that money. You kind of like spread it out over the next couple years. So that's good news for me. I'm glad that the Bucs have enough money to sign the rookie draft class, and of course leave room for Gronk to come back, and that's with Hakeem Hicks being signed. So that's good moves by John Spike, the guy that's pretty much going to get a GM job at some point. That's Jason Light's right hand man. He's interviewed for the Steelers GM job, so he might get that. But he's done a great job with the salary cap. Kind of turned into a Mickey Loomis type situation with the Saints. You push the money back, you push the money down the road. Because remember, we laughed at the Saints for doing that. Oh, y'all pushing the money down the road and this and that. Now look at us. Now we're doing the same thing. So we're gonna be paying money for the next 2 or 3 years. Gronk, Brady, Hakeem Hicks, Evans, Godwin, Donovan Smith, Ali Marpet, I believe, got a little bit of money sitting out there too. Ryan Jensen, Devin White's contract coming up, Carlton Davis, Jamel Dean, So tell me what you guys think in the comment section about the Bucs having $10 million left. A little over $10 million. It's like 10.8 or 10.1 or something like that. Is that enough? And how much do you think Gronk would want? Being that most likely this will be his last year with the Bucs, along with Brady and Hakeem Hicks. I don't think he'll be back, but this is the last ride, folks. And as this offseason continues and we get closer to training camp, anticipation is there. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. Hopefully everybody got your jerseys ready, your new apparel, jackets, hats, scullies, whatever the case may be. I'll have mine ready. They got tickets available for Dallas games, so there's a high probability I'll be there in Dallas. So whoever's in Dallas as a Bucs fan, and if I'm there, we can hook up. We can link up, tailgate. I'll be about 25 minutes away from the stadium. One of my friends live out there, so I can stay over there. So I can't wait. So leave your comments in the comment section. Shouts out to all the Pirates of Sea Bandits. I want y'all to fire those cannons. Seize the day. Raise the flag. Hashtag no risky, no biscuit. Hashtag facts over feelings. Hashtag bombs away. Hashtag what does your eyes tell you? Hashtag probability versus possibility. Hashtag Super Bowl bust. And hashtag don't get mad at me. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad at me. It's not me. I'll see y'all later this week. Enjoy the rest of your day. Deuces.